Now the topic is anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect or Karash effect. So this anti-Markovnikov rule explained by the Karash and Mayo. So that is the reason we called as a Karash effect by using peroxides, also called as a peroxide effect. The reaction take place in the presence of peroxides. Okay, so peroxides. So normally oxides is there. Oxide is a O2. Oxide is O2. Peroxide is a, for example, H2O2. So this is a peroxide. So we call it this bond is peroxide bond. So this type of bond is present in any of the compound. So that is belongs to the peroxide. For example, H2O2 is a one of the peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, and this is a one of the peroxide. C6H5 C double bond O. So this is a peroxy bond. Okay, peroxy bond O peroxy bond C double bond O C6H5. Also we are going to write this one 2 C6H5 C6H5 2 C double bond O's 2 C double bond O and 2 oxygens. Okay, 2 oxygens. So we take the C6H5 C double bond O taken twice O2. Okay, say this is a peroxide, one of the peroxide. And addition of hydrogen halide to the alkene in the presence of peroxide under the special condition, so the alkenes are involved free radical mechanism. We already discussed about that. Okay, so alkene, this is a which type of alkene? Unsymmetrical alkene. So what is the nomenclature of this one? 1 2 3 1 propene react with hydrogen bromide HBr in the presence of peroxide C6H5CO taken twice O2, this one peroxide. We get the product is CH3 CH2 CH2Br 1 bromo. So numbering 1 2 3 1 bromo propane, and this is a 1 2 3 2 bromo propane. So 1 bromo propane is a major, 2 bromo propane is a minor. Okay, but in our last class we discussed about the Markovnikov rule. In that 2 bromo propane is a major one, 1 bromo propane is a minor one. So opposite. So in this Karash effect, we observed 1 bromo propane is a major. So opposite of the Markovnikov product. So that is the reason we called as anti-Markovnikov rule. So we observed that anti-Markovnikov product is a major one. Peroxide effect proceeds via free radical mechanism. Okay, so by the presence of the peroxide, the reaction carry out free radical mechanism. So in that peroxide C6H5 C double bond O C double bond O C6H5, it is going to take place homolysis. Homolysis means equal breaking of the bond. The bond is going to break equally. So bond is going to break equally. We get after the homolysis. So we are initiate like this indication homolysis. Okay, after the homolysis we get C6H5 C double bond O and C6H5 C double bond O. Okay, and one electron. C6H5 C double bond O and oxygen contain 2 lone pairs of electron. Normally oxygen contain 2 lone pairs of electrons. Okay, 2 lone pairs of electron, and this one electron. We observe that 2 moles of the C6H5 C double bond C6H5 C double bond 1 electron. So that is a 2 moles. So we take the 2 C6H5 C double bond 1 electron. So these 2 lone pairs of electrons are the oxygen electrons. Okay, and after that, so it is a unstable one because of the one of the free radical single electron is present in oxygen. So it is unstable one. So by the breaking of this bond homolytically this electron with this electron, it is going to form a bond C double bond O and C double bond O. That is a CO2. C double bond O double bond O. CO2 is formed in this. Remaining 2 C6H5 radical. 2 C6H5 radical. And second step, C6H5 radical react with HBr. hydrogen bromide. So by the presence of this free radical, this HBr, the bond is going to break, bond is going to break equally, that means homolytically. So the this bond is going to break homolytically. So it is going to form H radical, Br radical. And this H radical absorbed by the CH5 radical, we get CH5 radical with H radical, we get C6H6, and remaining Br radical is present. Okay. In this CH3, CH double bond CH2 with Br radical. Okay. With Br radical. So by the presence of the Br radical, this bond is going to break homolytically. So this pi bond is going to break homolytically. So in this this one electron. Okay. So this Br radical is going to add it to the so by the formation of two radicals. So by the breaking of this bond, we get CH3, CH2, one of the radical this position, one of the radical this position. Okay, so two carbons, first carbon, second carbon, two carbons contain two radicals. So the Br radical is going to form a bond with any one of the carbon. So for example, this Br radical is going to form a bond with this first carbon. Okay, or A, you take the AR first. Okay, so this first carbon, we get CH3, CH radical, CH2. So the radical with the Br radical, we get Br. Okay, so this is a one of the formation. And if the Br radical bonded with first this B carbon or second carbon, okay, we get CH3, CH, Br, CH2 radical. Okay, so after that, so this is also unstable one. It is also react with HBr. We get CH3, CH2, Br, HBr, we get CH3, CH, CH3, this in this position CH. So like this. So this is a, what is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3. 1 bromo propane. And what about this one? 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 bromo propane. So this is one bromo propane. This is 2 bromo propane. Both one is it is also same like a Markovnikov product. 1 bromo propane and 2 bromo propane. And which one is major? Which one is minor? So in that, as per the anti-Markovnikov rule, 1 bromo propane is a major one. This is a major product. Why this is major product? This is a minor. Why this is minor? Because of you observe that from the reactant to the product formation, the intermediate is appeared. This intermediate, which type of intermediate in this? Radical, free radical intermediates is there. Free radicals. Okay, so this is a free radical intermediate. Okay, free radical intermediates. So which of the intermediate is more stable? Its product is major. So in this is a which type of intermediate free radical, and this radical is primary or secondary. This is a, so this carbon contain adjacent to the one methyl group and another methylene group. So this is a secondary. And what about this one? So this CH2 bonded with one CH carbon. So this is a primary. So as per the stability order, secondary is more stable than primary. Okay, as per the stability order, free radical stability order, secondary free radical is more stable than primary free radical. So you observe this. This is a secondary free radical. This is a primary free radical. Which one is a more stable? This secondary. So its product is a major one. And this Br radical. Product with Br radical. Product with Br radical. So this secondary free radical is going to stabilize with two carbons, inductive effect, and hyperconjugation 3 and 2. So 5 hyperconjugations is there. What about this? So it is going to stabilize with one ethyl group. Okay, for example, the stabilization factor, for example, it is gives 1.5. It is gives 1.5. So totally 3 in inductive effect point of view. So what about this one? This is gives 1.5 and this gives 1 only. So total what about 2.5? This is more and this is a less. Okay, so inductive point of view it is more stabilized. Hyperconjugation inductive point of view, secondary free radical is more stable than primary free radical. So the secondary free radical is a more stable one. So its product is a major one. Which of the what is the product name? 1-bromopropane. So it is a major. 2-bromopropane it is a minor because of the primary free radical. Okay. So this anti-Markovnik rule. So alkene CH3 CH double bond CH2 react with HBr is possibility is there in the presence of peroxide, anti-Markovnikov peroxide. So but the HCl HI does not going to react easily. HCl bond energy is high is there compared with HBr. So the reaction possibility HCl maximum bond energy is 30 kilojoule for more bond energy. HBr is a 363 something kilojoule mole inverse. So bond energy is there. So HBr is a less bond energy than HCl. So that is the reason compared to with HCl, HBr is more reactive in reaction with alkene in the presence of peroxide. And HI is less reactive because of by the homolytic cleavage of HI. So this iodine is going to form in the formation of I2 easily. So addition of sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid is a cold concentrated H2SO4 added to the alkene with CH2 double bond CH2 plus H O S double bond O OH H2SO4. Okay, so this concentrated cold concentrated H2SO4 is added to the alkene. We get alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Okay, alkyl hydrogen sulfate. So it is also going to follow the Markovnikov rule. Okay, so the bond is going to break. So the hydrogen. So there is a hydrogen added to this carbon and oxygen added to this carbon. So we get CH2 with hydrogen CH3 and CH2 with oxygen CH2O SO2 OH. Okay. So we get that product is alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Also we are going to write this one 2 carbon C2H5 H. How many oxygens? 2 plus 1 3 1 4 total 4 oxygens and 1 sulfur HSO4 alkyl hydrogen sulfate. This is a addition of sulfuric acid. Next one is a addition of water. So addition of water, this reaction carry out in the presence of the few drops of the concentrated H2SO4. So that is the reason we are initiating this H plus. Okay, numbering 1 2 3 2 methyl propane 2 methyl propane react with H2O in the presence of the concentrated H2SO4. Few drops of concentrated H2SO4. So we get the product is CH3 CH3 and OH is there in that second position. 1 2 3 second position is OH is there. 2 methyl propane 2-ol. Second position methyl group is there and also OH group is there. 2 methyl propane 2-ol. Okay, so our 2 methyl 2 propanol. Ol alcohol is there. We are initiated ol for the alcohol. Oxidation take place on alkenes under the certain conditions. Oxidation is take place. by using of Bayer's reagents. Bayer's reagent. Bayer's reagent. What is the Bayer's reagent? Cold dilute aqueous KMnO4, potassium permanganate. Okay, cold dilute aqueous KMnO4 we called as Bayer's reagent. It is important. MCQ point of view. What is Bayer's reagent? Cold dilute aqueous KMnO4. Oxidation take place on alkene by using of dilute KMnO4 in the 273 Kelvin temperature. We get CH2 single bond, CH2 OH, OH. Diols are the products. Okay, so diols are the products. This is a ethane 1 comma 2. So numbering 1 2 ethane 1 comma 2 diol, ethane 1 comma 2 diol, or commonly we called as this is a glycol. Okay, commonly we called as glycol. Glycol is a product by using of KMnO4 on ethylene. Oxidation take place on ethylene by using of Bayer's reagent. Diols are the product. Okay, and alkene. So this is a CH3C, CH3 double bond CH2. This alkene react with KMnO4 certain acidic conditions. Okay, not cold dilute. So under the acidic conditions, KMnO4 with acidic condition or K2Cr2O7 with acidic condition. So the bond is going to break this one. By the breaking of this bond, the oxygen added to this carbon, we get CH3C double bond O. Okay, so this is a ketone is a product. Okay, so it is going to form CO2 and H2O. Oxygen added to this carbon and oxygen added to the hydrogens, we get the CO2 and H2O. So what is meant by oxidation? Oxidation means addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. So in certain reactions only addition of oxygen is take place. That is also called as oxidation. In certain reactions hydrogen is removed. That is also oxidation. So in this oxygen, so oxygen added to this position, this carbon. So we call it, this is also one of the oxidation. We get the product is diols under the dilute cold dilute aqueous KMnO4. Okay, and what about this reaction carry out in the acidic conditions? The alkene, this bond is going to break, the oxygen added to this carbon and oxygen added to this carbon and hydrogen. We get the, by the adding of oxygen to this carbon, CH3C double bond O, CH3C double bond O, CH3. Okay, plus CO2 and H2O. So what is the name of this one? This is a ketonic group, RC double bond O R, ketonic group. What is the name of this one? Acetone commonly, but IUPAC point of view 1 2 3 2 propanone. Okay, ketone, so 2 propanone. So 2 propanone, and same as 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So that is a 2 butene. Okay, 2 butene react with KMnO4 under the acidic condition. So by the breaking of this bond, we get 2 moles of CH3CH. You take 2 moles CH3C double bond OH, 2 moles of carboxylic acid. Okay, 2 moles of the carboxylic acid or ethanoic acid is a product. So ozonolysis, the ozonolysis take place on alkene. We get ozonoid complex, ozonoid formation. So this ozone O3 added to the alkene by the breaking of this double bond, we get CH3 CH this CH2. We call that this is a ozonide. Which ozone? Propane ozonide. Okay, propane ozonide, and followed by the reaction with zinc plus H2O. So this ozonoid, this cleavage of ozonoid is take place by using of zinc and H2O. Okay, so the ozonoid complex is going to break like this. This bond is going to shifted on this bond is going to break. Okay, this bond is shifted on this carbon and this is a removed. So this is C double bond OH. This one CH3 C double bond OH. Okay, CH3 C double bond OH. We get CH3 C double bond OH plus remaining C double bond OH2. C double bond OH2. HC double bond OH. What is the name of this one? Acetaldehyde. This is a formaldehyde. Commonly, IUPAC point of view, this is a ethanol. This is a methanol. Okay, ethanol and methanol is a product. Also, you take the another one example for this ozonolysis process. So this is a 2-methyl propene react with O3. We get the ozonide CH3 and this double bond position ozonide. This is CH2, and by adding of zinc and H2O, this bond is going to break like this and this one. So this is bond is going to shifted on this carbon C double bond O, and this bond is going to break on shifted on this carbon C double bond O, and this oxygen is removed. Okay, so we get product is this one CH3 C double bond O CH3. Okay, plus this one C double bond O H2. We write this one HC double bond O H. Okay, so this is a acetone or propanone, 2-propanone, and this is a acetone. This is a methanol. Okay, or formaldehyde. So these are the products. Number of monomers converted to the polymer. Number of monomers are converted to the polymers under the high temperature and pressure in the presence of catalyst. Okay, for example, you take the this ethylene. Now ethylenes are converted to the as a polyethylene under the high temperature and pressure and in the presence of catalyst. This is called as a polymerization. These polymers are made by the number of monomers under the certain conditions like high temperature and pressure in the presence of catalyst. So that is called as a polymerization. So we take the ethylene. Ethylene is converted to the polyethylene. Okay, number N CH2 double bond CH2 under the high temperature and pressure in the presence of catalyst. So it is converted to the CH2 taken N. So propene, polymerization of propene, N CH3 CH double bond CH2. So this is a propene, 1 2 3 carbons propene. Number of propene molecules are converted to the polypropene, CH3 CH, and this is a CH2 taken N. Okay, CH3 CH CH2 taken N. So this is a polypropene. This is a propene. Propene is converted to the polypropene under the high temperature, pressure and catalyst. So we call as this is a polymerization. Polymerization means polymers are made by the number of monomers under the high temperature and pressure in the presence of catalyst. We get polymers are the products. That is called as polymerization.